Hi everyone, Messy Coder here with another game dev tutorial. This time it is part 1 of my UnitZ Battlegrounds tutorial series. We're going to be showing how you can get your props into UnitZ Battlegrounds so that you can make your own custom characters and get them to use it. As you can see, our character is looking a bit odd. That is because I'm using the standard animations from UnitZ Battlegrounds and they don't play well with these models because the UnitZ Battlegrounds models are very blocky Minecrafty like this. So here's my little man. I've imported him. I've got him working from the Polygon wall pack from Cinti Studios. I'm going to show you in this tutorial we're going to be adding things like helmets and backpacks. Look, there's a backpack over here on the floor. And here's our man wearing our helmet and our backpack. Also going to add grenades and weapons and things from the Polygon wall pack from Cinti Studios. In the next video after this one, I'll be showing you how you can actually get your character into UnitZ Battlegrounds and get him to use weapons and things like that. As you can see, the animations aren't fantastic. We're going to have another video after that of how you can get your animations optimized and put into UnitZ Battlegrounds. So sit back, enjoy this wonderful video that was part of my live Twitch stream from allthews.twitch.tv/themessycoder, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, before this video starts, I just want to remind you this was part of a live Twitch stream, allthews.twitch.tv/themessycoder, so I'm not crazy. I wasn't talking to myself. When you hear me talking in this video, it is actually to the people who are in chat chatting along with me. And you can be too part of these videos if you go to allthews.twitch.tv/themessycoder. Next time I'm on Twitch, pop in, say hello, and you could be on YouTube as well. So let the tutorial commence. Here we go. Gonna make myself my folder as we always do. Folder, all my stuff. Forgot to put my underscore at the start. People ask why I stick an underscore at the start, and that's just so it's always at the top in front of everything else. I'm gonna make a folder. I'm gonna call this one scenes. I'm gonna make another folder. I'm gonna call this one prefabs. Which is a very generic one. I'm going to create another folder and I'm going to call this one animations. Now, you're going to forget that you can't see whenever I right click anything. I keep thinking that you can see the context windows, and you can't see the context windows because OBS won't let you see them. Polygon wall. Let me show you what we're going to be playing about. If I go to prefabs, go to characters, you see this bloke here with attachments. If I just drag him in, here he is. And if I go to UnitZ and we go prefabs and characters and soldiers and drag him in, this one here. Let's save this scene while we're at it. So you see this little soldier here. This is the UnitZ man, and he's got yellow balls all over him, and these yellow balls are the holders that things will be stuck to. So if he picks up a gun, the gun will be a child of this yellow ball. Likewise, if you equipped a gun here, the gun will be a child of this yellow ball. And if I click on this guy, you can see his, look at these lovely scripts, and he's got here character skydiving. He's got his parachute. Where's his parachute, you ask? Well, his parachute's here. It's just hidden. There's his parachute. Lovely. Hide that again. And so you've got character controller here. He's got his little capsule. You can change the height of this capsule. There it is. Whee. And then he's got his motor script. He's got his network identity script, and he's got all these other shenanigans and stuff. So we're going to be doing the same kind of thing. But we want to use, let's scroll all the way back up to the top. Hide him. Actually, hide him. Yeah, hide him. Hide him for a moment. And we want to be doing it with this bloke. You see this bloke here? But one of the things that we want to do is we want to get his helmet and his backpack and his props into UnitZ Battlegrounds rather than using the ones that you get with UnitZ Battlegrounds. I'll show you why. Because if I open up this backpack, this is the UnitZ Battlegrounds backpack. Now what I want to do is, because he's got it ready made here, look, he's, except for that bayonet, he's got a pack, shovel and a bedroll. I could actually make this bedroll a child of this. Yeah, don't worry about breaking it, because we're going to break it anyway. And now take him away from there. Hide this soldier again. And now we've got this backpack. And this is the backpack that I want to use as my equipable backpack that I will pick up in the game. Now you can ask yourself, do you really want a shovel on your backpack? Probably don't want a shovel on the backpack, so I'll get rid of the shovel. We've got bedroll. You should always have your bedroll and the main backpack. Here he is. Lovely. Isn't he beautiful? It's actually very beautiful models. I really do like them a lot. Now I'm going to call this one US shortened name backpack 01. Okay, so there's my, this is my prefab, and I'll chuck him in the prefabs folder. Now I've got myself my first prefab. And while we're at it, we'll just reset everything. Yeah, the rotation of it was to match the model's back, but we won't need to do that because we'll attach it to that yellow ball, and that yellow ball will slightly rotate the yellow ball. So I prefer this to be perfectly 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 lined up lovely, so that we rotate the yellow ball, our gizmo, our sticky, to be the position that we want it to be. Alright, so there's this one. I can never remember the key that you break this out of a prefab. So let's have it, and if I just drag it in now, it's another prefab, isn't it? And keep these two. So now I've got these two backpacks. I've got a backpack that's prone, laying down, and a backpack that's erect and standing up. And if I go to the UnitZ backpack, it's got a little folder here, it's very fancy. Should we do the same in our prefabs? Let's make a folder, and I'll call this one backpack. Here we go. Tasty. And you see this one's got two. It's got a drop, which is the pickup, what we would call it in Ultimate Survival, and you've got the equip, which is the real world object that you've got attached to your player. Or is that real world? And that's one attached. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. And as you see, the equip one has got, why have we got an audio source on there? It's got this script that just says item, weapon, equipment. It's a type backpack. It auto equips. It just got no armor. Doesn't add any extra inventory slots, which I think this one's for. One thing I don't like about this kit is that it hasn't put any helpful comments that you can have here in the editor. You can just mouse over there and you give you a nice description. It hasn't done any of that. It's a waste. That's a poo. It's also got effects for muzzles, projectile, and sound fire and damage sound. None of those are needed on a backpack. So you could actually, if you wanted in his editor, if he was doing something more fancy like Tony Liu was doing, these would only really appear if there was the relevant item type. But there you go. Now the drop one's a little bit more confusing. Let's minimize these. You've got network identity script in there as well. So we've got item data script, and you've got the name, the description, the price of it, if it's stackable, it's unique item, hide on use, don't know what that's all about, so you pick it up and it hides it. Then you've got two different prefabs here that it's looking for. It's looking for the FPS ones. If you were using it and you could see this in FPS mode, which is first person V on your computer, then you would have it here. The third person is item equipped. quantity, sound effect when you're picking it up, and the item ID. Save previous use, tick box. What does that do? I don't know. I haven't really looked at pretty much anything on here at all, to be honest. So we are learning this together as we play. So do not expect me to know what I'm doing whatsoever. So if I go to hours, and I will go up here to the top, which you can't see what I'm doing. I'm clicking Window, UnitZ Manager. I've got this thing here. I dock it. Here you go, UnitZ. And I've got Item Creator. If I dock this here, there we go. So if I drag in the prone one, item model, it is a equipable. So I change item type to equipable. And I'm going to change item name to be US underscore backpack underscore 1 001, and I'll say create new item. Are you ready for this? Boom! Now we've got FPS item and TPS item. I'm going to drag in. You see here now they're changing. The name of the prone one, the pickup, is now called 001, and the equipable one is called 001 underscore TPS. It's not allowing me to have a better naming convention than that. So if I go to our prefabs here, create folder, I'm going to call this one Orig. I'm going to put those in there, keep them safe. These I'm going to drag in here. Whoops. So I've got my pickup, and I've got my equipped one. Now the equipped one, as we say, doesn't have any rotation, and it's all lovely jubbly. Now if we minimize this, we go to the item weapon. Now we got to change this to say backpack, make him auto equip like the other one was, and that's about it. We don't have to play with anything else. If we were changing that up here, we would have had to click apply, and then it would have made the changes here, but I edited that from down here in the project, so obviously it's applied it to the one that was in my scene automatically. And the other one, this one here, let's have a look at the pickup. So if we go to his backpack, and let's just drag it into our scene here so we can see it. So here's one that we've got here. It's got a sprite, UnitZ item 21. It's got an item name and a description. It's got a price. It's got a quantity, and it's got a sound effect, and it's got an ID as well. Ours that we've got, not so exciting, doesn't have a sprite. Let's find one. That one will do. That looks like a backpack. Item name, US backpack. Does it need to have, can it be a space? Description, US Army backpack. Price would be 20, keep it as the same. Can't stack them. What was his? Unique item, yes. And quantity 1. And it had an item ID. Do we automatically get an item ID? We don't. Okay. So at least now we've got a backpack, pickup, and a backpack that we've equipped. There's a cheaty way. If you wanted to try to muck about, you could just change the existing pickup to pick up your backpack instead, and then apply that, and then you just don't have to worry about anything else because it's already in the manager. Otherwise, now we need to go to items manager. I'll just dock that here and add a new item. So where is our backpack? Backpack, and add item, and then down the bottom you see that we've got our backpack added. Here it is. And now if we go here, we check it out, here it is. So it doesn't have an item ID. Worried about that, to be honest. if we need to give one or not. Probably do for the UNIT shenanigans. What's his one? His one is UZ22. Shall we call this one MZ01? What do you reckon? Put it on MZ001 because we're going to have loads of stuff. I suppose that'll do. That will do. Right, job's good. Now if we go to our blokey. Oh, the helmet. We want to do the helmet as well. Let's do the helmet as well while we're at it. Helmet 1 we won't muck about so much. By doing 2 we'll just do 1. So if I go and make a folder and I'll call this one helmet. And we find our helmet that we love so much. If we put our soldier back. Let's get rid of this. And we can get rid of you. And we'll get rid of you. Also, I must say that he doesn't need to be wearing this arm bandage. We'll delete that. We'll keep these things here as placeholders for us. Okay, so there's this backpack, this little pouchy thing. We'll keep that as a little placeholder for us as well, and we'll delete it later. So here's his helmet. You see he's also got these other helmets, and they're hidden. That's how Cinti does his magic. So that's a good simple helmet. We'll use that one as our basic helmet. I'm just going to be lazy and drag it out. Now you could find him, as I said, in this character attachments. Here's the helmets. Helmet 1, helmet 3. So he's got medical 1. But I've just chucked it out here. And I'll reset his position to 0, 0. Let's make it easier for me. He's down the bottom. I'm going to rename it to be US Helmet 02. And we'll use our item creator again. Let's duplicate it. I'll show you why it's a pain in the bum. Because if you just wanted to make the pickup, you wouldn't be able to. So I just want to make the pickup, make the equip and not the pickup. And it was forcing me to always start with the pickup. So that's a pain in the bum. It's equipable again. It's a helmet, right? And here it is. Actually, should we? Yeah, let's just put it in. Going to create new item. Oh, call it backpack. US underscore helmet 02. Okay. Why have I gone and called it? Remember the name from before. There you go. Now I drag in this as the TPS item. Lovely. Okay. So here's our third person shooter item and here's our pickup. If I go to the inspector, we'll see that it's got the script. I changed this armor to be head. Very important. Auto equipped, yes. Give it some armor. Lovely. And then you can start saying it's got damage sound and all that stuff. You don't need to worry about that. Very important that this is head. It's got to be head. It needs to be head. Very important. Now I can just drag in this one in here. And now I'll just drag that in here. So I've got 2 prefabs saved. One is the pickup. I'm not going to care about adding all of this stuff because I'm not going to use it. I just really cared about the third person. And I'll show you what I mean about that. If I just go now to H for helmet, here's the existing one, here's the drop. You see, mine's exactly the same as his pretty much. And I'm just going to drag in to here my one. So if I go to helmet, and I'll just replace his with mine. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the same thing with the backpack, just because I'm lazy. we're going to go back up to here to backpack. I'm going to drag in. Now when I pick up his ones in his demo scene, it'll equip my stuff. It's very cheeky, very naughty, but it's just a very lazy way of doing it for when we're playing about here. So now I can just delete these out of my scene. I don't need them anymore. Also, we can delete these because I don't really care about them. They're hidden. Oh, while we're at it, should we make a grenade as well? Yeah, let's do that. Let's make a grenade while we're at it. Let's make a grenade. So character attachments. Oh, probably be under weapons. There we go. American grenade. Lovely. So we've got. Reset this position. I'm going to call this one US. Call it WEP first. WEP US grenade 01. There's my grenade. Alright, so the other way that we can do stuff is we could just look at his grenade. Where's his grenade? G for grenade. Bomb, bomb, bomb. We've got grenade, grenade drop, grenade equip, grenade FPS. We're caring about at the moment the grenade equip. And if we just drag this into our scene, very dirty way of doing stuff is saying, actually this looks good enough for us. Copy component, not remove. This is going to be a video. I can't catch a stream. Yes, it's going to be a much better video on YouTube, not me mucking about. It's just that I know you guys have been waiting to see some shenanigans with this. So I wanted to just give you a little bit of shenanigans. So look, this is a very dirty way of doing rather than using his tool. So you see, you don't actually need, there's no tags, nothing up here. It's just this script. And that's all it needed for this thing to be happy as a grenade. So it's got type its grenade or a toggle, blah blah blah. And if I go to the drop here, oh, before I do that, obviously I want to make a little folder. I'm going to call this one grenade, and I'll drag in my US grenade in here. Here it is. If I go to his, because we're being very dirty, here's his drop, and we'll just now swap his grenade with mine, but we'll leave his FPS one. There's going to be a mismatch here, so it won't look funky first person mode. Now in the demo scene, everything will be, if I pick up his grenades, it will be using my grenade model. Delete that, delete that. Okay everyone, that's it for the first part of my UnitZ Battlegrounds tutorial, where we've learned how to add props and equipment into our game. Very simple tutorial, not as quick as I wanted it to be, but hopefully you have learned something new in this vid. And in the next video we'll be adding in our character from Cinti Studios Polygon Warpack into UnitZ Battlegrounds. So guys, I will see you next time on this video. If you do like these videos and you want to see more, click on that big juicy red subscribe button down below. Tell all of your friends, your neighbours, that the Messi Coder is making a new tutorial series on how you can make your own Battle Royale game with UnitZ Battlegrounds for Unity. Don't forget that every Friday and Saturday we are on Twitch, all the w's.twitch.tv/themessycoder. So if you do like it, click it. Till next time. If you want to see more of my crazy videos, click on the left side of your screen now. And down below there's that big juicy subscribe button, and right next to it is the magic bell that if you click it, it will tell you if I've got a new video coming out. Till next time.